Vitamin E. Vitamin E has been praised for years as a powerhouse supplement, promising benefits for heart health, skin, and even longevity. You've probably seen it in advertisements, on supplement bottles, or even recommended in health magazines. It's marketed as something that keeps you youthful, supports your immune system, and protects your body from aging-related damage. But here's what most people don't realize. Taking too much of it can actually weaken your legs and put your mobility at serious risk. And the worst part? It happens so gradually that most people don't even notice until it's too late. Unlike water-soluble vitamins, which simply pass through your system when you get too much, vitamin E is fat-soluble. That means your body stores the excess in fat tissues and the liver, building up over time. This might not sound like a problem at first, but when the levels get too high, especially beyond 400 IU per day, which is common in over-the-counter supplements, it starts interfering with the way your muscles and nerves function. The result? Weaker legs, slower reflexes, and an increased risk of falling. At first, the signs are subtle. Maybe you notice it's harder to push yourself up from a chair. Maybe you feel slightly off balance when you turn quickly, or your legs feel unusually tired after a short walk. You might chalk it up to aging, thinking it's just a natural part of getting older. But what's really happening is that excess vitamin E is disrupting neuromuscular function, meaning your muscles and nerves aren't communicating as effectively as they should. Over time, this muscle decline makes everyday movements harder and increases the chances of serious falls. If this continues long enough, some seniors find themselves relying on a cane, walker, or even a wheelchair, without ever realizing that a simple vitamin supplement played a role in their decline. And that's not the only danger. Vitamin E also has a blood-thinning effect, which is especially risky for seniors who are already taking blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin. Thinner blood might sound harmless, but in reality, it can lead to excessive bruising, slow healing, and dangerous internal bleeding. Imagine this. You trip over a small step, and your legs fail to react in time to steady you. You fall, and because your blood doesn't clot as it should, even a minor injury could turn into a serious health emergency. Internal bleeding is particularly concerning because it's not always visible right away. By the time symptoms appear, it could already be a life-threatening situation. What makes this problem even scarier is that there are no warning labels about these effects. You won't see a bottle of vitamin E supplements telling you that too much can weaken your legs or increase your fall risk. Doctors rarely warn about it because the focus is usually on vitamin deficiencies, not excesses. And since vitamin E is widely available and often promoted as an anti-aging essential, many seniors continue taking it daily, completely unaware that they might be harming their mobility in the long run. So what should you do instead? First, if you're taking vitamin E supplements, talk to your doctor to see if you actually need them. The truth is, most people get plenty of vitamin E naturally through their diet without ever needing a supplement. Foods like nuts, seeds, spinach, and avocados provide a safe, balanced intake of vitamin E that doesn't put you at risk of overdose. Unlike supplements, food-based vitamin E is absorbed gradually by the body, reducing the likelihood of harmful buildup. If you're concerned about your vitamin levels, consider getting a blood test instead of blindly taking high-dose supplements. Many people assume that more vitamins equal better health, but the reality is that too much of certain vitamins, especially fat-soluble ones like vitamin E, can have the opposite effect. If your doctor determines that you do need extra vitamin E, they can recommend the right dosage to avoid unnecessary risks. And if you've already been taking high doses of vitamin E for a long time, don't panic, but do take action. Pay attention to your balance, muscle strength, and any unexplained bruising or fatigue. If you've noticed any of these warning signs, it's a good idea to cut back on the supplement and see if your symptoms improve. Your body's incredibly resilient, and making small changes now can help prevent serious mobility issues down the road. 2. Vitamin A. Vitamin A is often praised as an essential nutrient for maintaining good vision, strong immunity, and healthy skin. It's found in multivitamins, fortified foods, and even cod liver oil, things many people take daily without thinking twice. But here's the catch. Too much vitamin A doesn't just cause minor health issues, It can silently weaken your bones, particularly in your hips and legs, making everyday movements harder and significantly increasing your risk of fractures. And the worst part, most people don't even realize it's happening. Since vitamin A is fat soluble, your body doesn't get rid of the excess like it does with water-soluble vitamins. Instead, it stores the extra in your liver and soft tissues, where it builds up over time. This is where the real danger begins. High levels of vitamin A interfere with bone remodeling, the natural process where old bone is broken down and replaced with new strong bone. When this balance is disrupted, bones become weaker, thinner, and more fragile. Multiple studies have found that excessive vitamin A intake is directly linked to increased bone loss, leading to a higher risk of fractures, especially in older adults. Imagine this, you're simply stepping off a curb or walking up the stairs, and suddenly your hip gives out. What should have been a minor stumble turns into a major, possibly life-changing injury. But it doesn't stop there. High levels of vitamin A don't just affect bone health, they also contribute to muscle weakness, especially in the legs. Many seniors who unknowingly consume too much vitamin A start experiencing subtle changes. At first, it might just be feeling more tired after a short walk. Then climbing stairs becomes more exhausting. You might notice yourself sitting down more often or feeling hesitant before taking longer walks. These small signs often get brushed off as normal aging, but in reality, they could be the result of excess vitamin A gradually affecting your strength and balance. And here's what makes this even scarier. Vitamin A toxicity doesn't come with clear warning signs. It doesn't make you feel sick right away. Instead, it slowly erodes your strength over the years. By the time you notice a significant difference, the damage might already be done. This is why so many seniors continue to take multivitamins or high-dose supplements, thinking they're helping their health, when in reality, they could be making their bones more fragile and their legs weaker. So what should you do to avoid this problem? First, check your multivitamin label. Many of them contain more vitamin A than you actually need, especially if you're also eating fortified foods like cereals and dairy products. The recommended daily intake for older adults is around 700 to 900 micrograms mcg, but some supplements contain much more than that, pushing you into the danger zone without you even realizing it. If your multivitamin has high levels of vitamin A, consider switching to one with a lower dose or one that contains only beta-carotene, a safer form that your body converts to vitamin A only when needed. Instead of relying on supplements, try getting vitamin A from natural food sources like carrots, sweet potatoes, spinach, and other colorful vegetables. These foods provide a balanced intake of vitamin A without the risk of overdose, allowing your body to regulate how much it actually uses. Unlike synthetic vitamin A, which can accumulate to toxic levels, beta-carotene from food sources is processed safely by your body. And most importantly, avoid high-dose vitamin A supplements unless your doctor specifically prescribes them for a medical condition. Many seniors take cod liver oil daily, thinking it's good for their health, but just a single tablespoon can contain well over the recommended amount of vitamin A. Over time, this kind of excessive intake can quietly weaken your bones and put you at serious risk for fractures. If you've been taking high doses of vitamin A for a long time, don't panic, but do take action. Start paying attention to your mobility, energy levels, and any unexplained aches or pains in your legs. If you've noticed yourself slowing down, feeling unstable, or experiencing unusual fatigue, it's a good idea to reassess your supplement intake. Cutting back on excess vitamin A now can help prevent serious problems down the road, keeping you strong, stable, and independent for years to come. Your legs and bones are what keep you moving, exploring, and enjoying life. The last thing you want is for a simple supplement mistake to take that away from you. So before you take another high-dose vitamin A pill, ask yourself, are you helping your body or slowly weakening it without realizing it? 3. Vitamin B6. Vitamin B6 is often praised as an essential nutrient for brain health, energy production, and metabolism support. It's found in multivitamins, energy supplements, and cognitive boosters, making it a staple in many seniors' daily routines. But what most people don't realize is that too much vitamin B6 can be toxic to the nervous system, especially the nerves in your legs and feet. Over time, excessive intake can quietly strip away your ability to move with confidence, leaving you struggling with balance, coordination, and even permanent nerve damage. And the worst part? Most people don't notice the warning signs until it's too late. The early symptoms of vitamin B6 toxicity are subtle and easy to overlook. It might start as a tingling sensation in your toes that comes and goes. Then you might notice occasional numbness in your feet, making them feel strangely disconnected from the rest of your body. Over time, your steps may start to feel less certain, like you're walking on an uneven surface even when the ground is flat. These small signs are often brushed off as poor circulation or just part of getting older. But in reality, they could be your body's way of warning you that something is wrong. When vitamin B6 is consumed in excess, typically above 100 milligrams per day, it begins to damage the nerves, leading to a condition called peripheral neuropathy. This means the nerves in your legs stop functioning properly, making it harder for your body to send and receive signals. As this condition progresses, the effects become much more severe. Your feet may start losing sensation altogether, making it difficult to feel the floor beneath you. You may find yourself stumbling more often, especially on uneven surfaces or when stepping off a curb. Climbing stairs can feel riskier as your balance deteriorates. And the worst-case scenario, a serious fall that results in injury, hospitalization, or even a long-term loss of mobility. Unlike other vitamin imbalances that can be corrected over time, nerve damage from too much vitamin B6 is often irreversible. Many seniors who have unknowingly consumed excessive amounts suffer from long-term weakness, persistent numbness, and a frustrating lack of control in their legs. Even after they stop taking the supplement, once those nerves are damaged, they don't always heal, leaving you struggling with mobility for years to come. So what should you do to protect yourself? First, check your supplement labels. Many over-the-counter multivitamins and energy boosters contain dangerously high levels of vitamin B6. You might be taking multiple supplements without realizing that their combined dose is far above what your body actually needs. The recommended daily intake for adults over 50 is around 1.7 milligrams, but many supplements contain doses far exceeding that, sometimes 50 milligrams, 100 milligrams, or even more per serving. The danger isn't just in taking one high-dose supplement, it's in stacking multiple sources without realizing how much you're consuming. Instead of relying on high-dose supplements, focus on getting vitamin B6 from natural food sources. Bananas, chicken, potatoes, and fortified cereals provide a safe, balanced intake that your body can regulate properly. Unlike synthetic supplements, food-based B6 doesn't come with the risk of toxicity, making it a much safer choice for maintaining nerve health. And most importantly, pay attention to your body. If you've noticed tingling, numbness, or a loss of coordination, don't ignore it. These symptoms might not seem like a big deal at first, but they could be an early sign of vitamin B6 toxicity. Talk to your doctor, get your levels checked, and adjust your supplements if necessary. Catching the problem early could mean the difference between reversing mild symptoms and dealing with permanent nerve damage. Your legs are what keep you moving, independent, and active. Don't let something as simple as an unnecessary supplement take that away from you. If you're currently taking a high-dose vitamin B6 supplement, ask yourself, are you really helping your health, or are you putting your mobility at risk without even realizing it? Losing leg strength isn't just about struggling to stand up or feeling a little wobbly when walking. It's about independence, confidence, and the ability to live life on your own terms. When your legs weaken, simple daily activities, getting out of bed, walking through the grocery store, or even standing to cook a meal, become daunting tasks. This loss of mobility can make you feel frustrated, helpless, and even isolated. Many seniors start avoiding outings, relying more on others, and feeling like a burden. Over time, this can lead to a cycle of inactivity, further weakening the muscles and making it even harder to regain strength. It's not just a physical challenge, it takes an emotional toll as well, affecting mood, self-esteem, and overall quality of life. But here's something that often gets overlooked. Beyond vitamins, one of the biggest threats to leg strength is inactivity. Our bodies are designed to move, and when we stop using our muscles, they weaken rapidly. Many seniors unknowingly accelerate this process by leading a sedentary lifestyle, sitting for long hours, avoiding physical activities out of fear of falling, or simply assuming that slowing down is a normal part of aging. The reality is, muscle loss isn't inevitable. Regular movement, even gentle exercises like stretching, walking, or seated leg lifts, can make a huge difference. Strength isn't something you lose overnight, but it's also not something you regain instantly. The key is consistency. Small daily efforts to stay active can rebuild and maintain leg strength, reducing the risk of falls and keeping you independent for years to come. Knowledge is power, and now that you know how certain vitamins can quietly weaken your legs, you have the ability to take control of your health. Your legs are more than just muscles and bones. They are your freedom, your mobility, and your ability to enjoy life on your own terms. Making smarter choices about supplements can be the difference between staying strong and independent or gradually losing the ability to move with confidence. The good news is that it's never too late to make a change. By taking a closer look at what you're putting into your body, you can protect yourself from unnecessary risks and keep your legs strong for years to come. So what should you do next? First, review your supplements. Check the labels on your multivitamins and any additional supplements you're taking. Are they providing more than you actually need? Many people take vitamins without realizing they could be getting too much, especially when combining different products. Second, talk to your doctor. Have an open conversation about whether your current supplements are truly necessary or if they could be doing more harm than good. A simple blood test can reveal any deficiencies or excesses, allowing you to make informed decisions. And most importantly, prioritize whole foods. The best way to get the nutrients your body needs is through a balanced diet rich in fresh fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Whole foods provide a natural, safe balance of vitamins without the risk of toxicity from high-dose supplements. Finally, remember that vitamins are just one piece of the puzzle. The biggest threat to leg strength isn't just what you take, it's what you don't do. Sitting for long periods of time weakens your muscles faster than any supplement ever could. If you spend most of your day sitting, your leg muscles slowly deteriorate, making it harder to move, balance, and stay active. The solution? Move more. Even simple activities like standing up every 30 minutes, stretching, or taking short walks can have a massive impact on maintaining leg strength. Your body is built to move, and the more you use it, the stronger you'll stay. Aging doesn't mean losing your strength. It means making smarter choices to stay strong. Too often, people assume that feeling weak or struggling to move is just a part of getting older. But that's not true. The decisions you make today, from the vitamins you take to how often you move, will determine whether you stay independent or find yourself relying on others for help. And if you don't believe me, let me tell you a story about one patient who had weak leg, but his leg strength changed after taking the right vitamins. I used to think I was doing everything right. I took my vitamins every morning, thinking they would protect my health. But over time, I noticed something strange. My legs felt weaker. At first I ignored it. I assumed it was just aging. Then simple things became harder. Standing up from my chair, walking upstairs, even keeping my balance. I blamed myself. Maybe I wasn't exercising enough. Maybe I was just getting old. But then during a routine checkup, my doctor asked me about my supplements. We reviewed what I was taking, and to my surprise, I had been overloading my body with vitamins I didn't even need. My so-called healthy choices were actually making me weaker. That conversation changed everything. I adjusted my supplements, focused on whole foods, and most importantly, I moved more. Within weeks, I felt the difference. My legs felt steadier. Walking became easier. And for the first time in years, I didn't feel fragile. That's when I realized aging isn't about getting weaker, it's about making the right choices to stay strong. So if you're watching this, take this as your wake-up call. Don't assume weakness is inevitable. Live wisely, move daily. Question what you're putting into your body, because your future strength, your independence, and your ability to live life on your terms all depend on the decisions you make today. Wanting to take care of your health isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. But what if some of the choices you've made, believing they were good for you, were actually working against you. The vitamins you take every morning, the supplements you trust to keep you strong, could be quietly weakening your legs, making everyday movements harder and increasing your risk of falls. And the most frustrating part? No one warned you about it. No one told you that too much vitamin A could make your bones more fragile, or that excess vitamin E could sap your muscle strength, or that high doses of vitamin B6 could slowly damage your nerves. But now you know. And knowledge isn't something to fear, it's something to use. This is your opportunity to take control. Start by reviewing your supplements. Look at the labels. Ask your doctor if you really need them, or if your diet is already providing what's necessary. And most importantly, listen to your body. If you've noticed increasing fatigue, instability, or weakness in your legs, don't ignore it. The small changes you make today, adjusting your supplements, eating more whole foods, staying active, can have a huge impact on your strength and mobility in the years ahead. Aging isn't about losing independence. It's about making smarter choices to protect it. You are not powerless. Your strength, your balance, and your ability to move freely are in your hands. And if this video has given you something to think about, don't stop here. Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Have you experienced any of these symptoms? Have you checked your supplements lately? And if you want more practical advice on staying strong, active, and independent, subscribe to the channel and check out the next video on screen. Your health is worth it. Stay informed, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.